Huh? Where'd he go?
Sometimes we move sheep over long journeys, and we will need to allow them rest regularly. So if I ask the dog to lay down, I'm removing the threat to the sheep, and in turn they can rest.
How was that? That's what they call trained.
If we're moving more sheep, we can use more dogs. Sit. Steady. Away. Time now. Now sometimes we get our sheep together and we will need to make some selections. We might need to take big from small. We might need to get lambs to take to market. So the dogs will help select. To show you that selection, I'll do it twice. And each time I select, I'll try and make it 2 sheep. 2 first, 2 then. Away. Away. Walk. Away.
Look at the other one.
Lie down.
Yeah, that would be good for kids.
Teamwork.
Separate them out. Look at that. Hup.
That's pretty amazing.
Hi.
Now, to make selections, one of the dogs will help me separate, and the other will collect and watch any selections I should make. When I have a Guinness at the weekend, he watches over my drink just like that. Steady with you. Come by. Down. Ring. Lie down. So, dogs are smiling, shepherd smiling, cheese. A dog has 4 basic signals to learn and to follow. They are simply forward, stop, left and right. So let's begin with a little look at right and left. Away. Each dog is trained with its own set of signals which are different. Now it's not a different language, it's just different signals to achieve the same thing. When the dog is walking half a mile in the distance, then it's far easier to communicate by whistle. And have a little listen to the difference. By placing the dog at different angles to the sheep, I can do what I did in the beginning, and that is move sheep in any direction I like. For example, if I place a dog behind those sheep, I can move them forward. If I place the dog beyond those sheep, I can bring them right back. Walk. Steady.
Yeah.
If I place the dog to the right, I can move them left. I place the dog on the left, I can move them right. So basically, where I place the dog will decide the direction of the sheep. That'll do, Rick. That'll do. Lie down. Lie down. Hopefully all that made sense to everybody before I make these sheep dizzy. If you're not familiar with sheep, it might be going through your mind, why should a sheep have fear for a dog? Dogs are descendants of predators like wolves. They have predator eyes, they walk like predators walk. So as the dog come up on the sheep, they feel threatened enough to move. And for that, have a little look at the guy on our left.
Well,
Now, most importantly, when the dog lays down, the threat is over. So the sheep will relax. When I'm out collecting sheep in reality, I'll take 3 or 4 dogs so I can change them if they're tired. That's the whole reason the signals are different. Rick, walk. Steady with you. Sit down. Away. Lie down. Lie down. Oh. Back. Get. Here. Sit down. Rick, walk. Away. 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 Lie down. Back. Steady with you. Come by. Time now. Away. Right, that'll do. If I'm moving a large group of sheep, to keep that group together, place a dog on either side. That'll do, Max. That'll do, Max. Away. Variety of sheep, everybody, are Scotch Mountain sheep. In our business, we refer to them as Scotch Blackface, and they're the ideal variety of sheep for the rough terrain above us. Their first use is for their lamb, and their wool will go to tweed, like a jacket or a suit. Dog variety is Border Collie, most of you knew that already. And they will follow sheep from instinct, just as a hunting dog begin hunting from instinct. Come boy. Time now. Because sheep are defenceless, they feel safety in numbers, so it's their nature to stick reasonably together. When we're moving sheep, most times it's over long distances. Come by, Rick, steady. So the dogs will learn to move the sheep with respect. In other words, they don't run them off their feet. Rick. The hearing of any dog, big or small, yours or mine, is 7 times better than human. In a moment, I'll give you an example of that. Here we go. Rick, that'll do. And of course, a lot of people just realized they have dogs that don't want to hear them. Anything you want to know, please feel welcome.
I have a question.
Yes.
Do they respond to anyone's? If somebody gave the same commands you did, will they respond?
Now, they will respond if you got my whistle right here and you knew exactly the tunes I whistled, then they'll think it's me.
But the voice.
No. They will respond to somebody they know. Like, let's say, for example, somebody came to work for me next week. 2 weeks later, those dogs will be working for that person because they will have gotten to know them in the meantime. Yes?
How long does it take to train a dog?
To train a dog to maximum potential will take about 16 to 18 months. That's going off and winning that trophy in competition. They learn as they mature. They don't learn all at once from beginning to end over a short time.
Do the dogs stay with the sheep, or are they also house
There is no
pets?
need for the dogs. You see those sheep above you?
Mm-hmm.
They were there last night, they will be there today, and they will be there tonight. And there's nothing out there to bother them.
The dogs go in the house?
Remember, we have no predators. I said that to
Yeah.
you at the outset.
Yeah.
When you realize that bit, then you'll realize why we would do what I've just done.
How many dogs do you run?
I keep 4 trained and 1 or 2 learning in case I need one in the future.
How many head of sheep per dog, or how much territory can one dog
Okay,
handle?
we use our dogs more to area of ground
Oh.
than numbers of sheep. For example, if you had 300 sheep in a bunch, you could move them with 1 dog. If you had the same 300 sheep scattered over that mountain, then you require 3 dogs at least to share the running of bringing the sheep together.
What are your dogs' names?
Rick and Max. The fact that they work from instinct, male or female, irrelevant. I chose this guy not because he was male, but they thought he was the best of that litter at the time. Sometimes I question that, but
He heard that.
yes,
Where do they find water?
there is an abundance of it up there. If you look at the mountain over there in our left-hand side, you see those horizontal scars coming down the mountain? Every single one of those is a stream.